Hearing excuses.
Want me to be real with you for a second?
Hey,
literally in a 5-minute span, I found us artist bands for EDC, ordered a helicopter to EDC, and got a basketball Instacart to shoot the clip. So I'm sorry the ball was flat, Ricky.
What a flex.
You wanna be here, so you just let go, and no one's ever gonna tell you no. Well, I want to, cause I know you, but you party on, party on, get your party on.
What up, Holden?
What's up, boys?
what's up?
What's up, dude?
Holden Hog. What up?
No one's gonna say it.
Back in Vegas?
Back in Vegas?
Back in Vegas?
I've been here for like 3 weeks, so I'm not saying it.
I'm back in Vegas, okay?
Try to use as a place to hide, it's really bad if you don't get this right. I got this, I got this, I got this, I don't need you.
Welcome to Ghost and a camera in your face. What's
What you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Ben, say it for the camera, come on. Back in Vegas.
This is my last advice, leave with me, cause you could die tonight. I got this, I got this, I got this, so go ahead. I told you use as a place to hide, it's really bad if you don't get this right. I got this, I got this.
Yeah, it is.
What time is it?
Dude, taste the time!
The reality is we've been working on so much stuff though, I don't even know where to start.
I like both of you guys equally, you know, so I'm just in the corner.
We got energy, we got other stuff. I think we talked about this on our channel a while ago, but whenever we're doing like flavor testing for energy, we use a little bit of color in it because it helps cue flavor.
Of course.
You don't have the experience of like the can with the label, which is also kind of help driving that home.
Yeah.
But there's no artificial colors in any of Ghost Energy. From my perspective, like the usage occasion, like most people are drinking out of the can. Yeah, sure, you make a drink or something, I guess it could be nice, but I would rather have no colors and that's fine. So yeah, I guess we haven't really told anyone what's coming for energy. This has been a crazy year, right? We launched it, Ghost Energy officially launched what, like August, September last year.
Cat's out of the bag. Ghost beverage. Coming soon.
More energy, more life.
Quick like follow with a little bit of a V2 upgrade to some of the vitamins and the switch to Carnipure.
Yep.
We launched what SBK Blue Raz Energy start this year, which has been huge because you know, like look, Ghost Energy right now, especially in the world of energy drinks, it's so tiny. It's a baby, right? We are in like 4% of convenience stores in the U.S. That is it. But the #1 selling performance energy drink this year in those 4% of stores is Sour Patch Kids Blue Raz.
I loved red, and then I had blue.
Citrus for me, blue's like #2.
Yeah.
And if I'm mixing, I go mango.
I feel like I'm just biased towards the SBK because it's a collab and I'm excited about it, you know?
One of these is going to sneak out at the end of this year, and the other one is going to be a very early 22 launch. Maybe a tiny hint of,
Well,
I guess this flavor. Again, it won't actually be red, but some would say this will probably be one of my favorites.
I don't see you sneaking this one out. It's really cool having that carbonated, because that flavor isn't carbonated. Where does an inspiration for like a flavor like this come from? Is this something you guys tried somewhere else and you're like, this would be really good in Ghost Energy? Or
I think what's cool about Ghost is we get inspiration from everywhere. I think it's completely different depending on the product. With this one specifically, I think it was a combination of #1 customer feedback. Someone was like, "Hey, we'd love to see this flavor, you know, from you guys." I think #2, especially in the energy drink category, being partnered with Anheuser-Busch on it, you know, looking at market data, like what flavors are out there doing well.
Yeah.
You know, and like we'll go buy all of them, line them all up. Here's what we like, here's what we don't like. You know, there's a lot of brands doing a lot of cool shit, no matter the product category nowadays. So just try to figure out how we want to put our own spin on it. And then, like in other cases, there's a real personal connection or some funny story or whatever it was.
There is some good iterations of this in the space, I think.
Dog, we waiting for you. You coming with?
Oh,
Come on, get on the spaceship.
that's actually what I think your most unique flavor in energy so far.
It's hard. It was hard to balance. I think we did a lot of versions of this. This is a really good flavor.
This is not like very energy drink flavor, which is cool and unique because it's smooth.
I think a lesson that we got from like our licensed partners and working with them for so many years is like they don't care what the base is. They hold us to the standard of, hey, does this taste like Sour Patch Kids? Does this taste like Sonic Cherry Lemonade? We, I think, take that same mentality when we create our own flavors too. We're going to work and use like as many different like techniques, tools of the trade to deliver what we're trying to do.
That's really unique. Actually, like really good.
You like the party, but the party never stops. I know you like the party, but the party never stops. Well, I know you, I know you, I know you. But you party on. Party on. Get your party on.
I was in QT in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting on a conference call, you know, in the parking lot watching like ghosts kind of come out of the store in the wild, which is humbling and crazy to see. But like it wasn't the core ghost fan.
Right.
Haters would call fanboys and girls, right? No, it wasn't that at all, right? It was literally like truck drivers and mom and all, and it was just crazy to see is not who your stereotypical ghost consumer, which is awesome.
You're not a kid riding BMX or motocross, you might not feel a connection to that. But Ghost is, I mean, I don't want to say it's soft, but it's like, it's approachable.
But that's the same approach we took to supplements.
Yeah.
You could say that supplements for a long time, at least pre-Ghost, was very much not approachable, in your face. Why do you need pre-workout if you're not a bodybuilder? No, that's not true. We all like taking protein or pre-workout or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I mean, but like the vast majority of kids these days, like they don't look like Chris Bumstead. They're just training, they're just having fun. So why shouldn't supplements be just as fun?
Let's get it off.
What do you got there?
We have some spray paint and a little stencil here for the takeover team. We're gonna get some special boxes created for the takeover team members. We're gonna put some cool apparel, some exclusive stuff just for the team, and get them out as soon as possible.
Update us. What's going on?
I am the takeover team manager. I came on board in around April. It's been really cool to basically kind of take takeover team members and then expand. We started off with 13 members when I came on board, and we're currently at 20, hoping to expand in the future. Takeover, if you're not familiar, they are our boots on the ground throughout the country. So what they do is basically go to our local GNCs, vitamin shops, gyms. They activate at sporting events, and basically they hook up employees, fans, and customers all with samples, some cool merch. They do some giveaways if they're going to be activating at any gyms, and all that good stuff. We've got takeover team members in LA, Denver, New York, Texas, Iowa now, Arizona now. So really cool to see everybody sort of do their part in their city and then grow the community. And as Dan has said, we won't stop until every fan becomes a member of the family.
Welcome to Supply Side 2021 edition. It's good to be back after obviously last year. None of that happened. This is my 4th consecutive year being invited to talk here.
Around the Supply Side West Expo.
People that I own more pairs of Nikes than I'm ready to admit. First year was a panel. This is actually again a panel. I think a lot of the educational stuff they condensed this year, just still with concerns with the Big C. But excited to be back talking about esports today. Supplements, obviously Ghost Gamer's been crushing last year. Big partners to GNC, New Level, Cognizant. So a lot of familiar faces, a lot of cool stuff. And I don't even know where the conversation will go today, but I'm excited. So let's go. These are actual scientists.
Good to see you. So I'm gonna hang out, but it was.
Dan. Hey Dan, nice to meet you.
We always welcome Dan Lorenzo from Ghost. And then I see Gary Klein.
We're lifelong gamers, and launching in Ghost Gamer finally last year, 2020, a year that frankly many of us were playing a lot more video games. But just the community that's been kind of formed around that, both internally, with our team, with ambassadors and streamers, and then even just fans out there in the wild. It's really been become a really integral part of, I think, just the Ghost community, right? It's interesting, for example, just the rise of like MMO games in general, like your Fortnites, your Call of Duties, etc. There's a survey that came out, I believe, last year, and the stat for me that was pretty staggering was like 6% spent over $1,000 in just like in-game purchases, so like skins and weapons and what have you. So just to see the community spending more and more time and more than dollars on this, I think there's a natural idea here that hey, like better products are going to come with that too. So I think that's something that I think the three of of us are all pretty proud of is, okay, there's an obvious demand and an obvious, kind of commitment to leveling up gameplay, both in the game and also now preparing for the game. So if we can start to offer better products and still hit the important things too of the community and the flavors and the other things and the means kind of culture, if you will. If you can do both, then you have to think that that's going to be a recipe for success.
Yeah, I was just wondering, are gamers more looking for instant gratification supplements, or are they willing to get into a supplement that takes time to do more value for their body?
If you look at some of the challenges of the gaming community, right, you have obviously, historically short attention spans. It's a community that's used to weekly updates and new all the time. So that would obviously kind of tip the scale towards instant gratification. I think for the more long term though, there's obviously, plenty of games, RPGs or whatever, however, that, take a lot of time to build. There's obviously a great patience within the community as well. And I think that, a brand being able to speak and make products for both sides and see both sides is really important, maybe without picking one or the other. Authenticity is undefeated, and this is a community that has an amazing nose for BS. They're extremely well connected and connected together. So I think it's important to keep that in mind as you look at developing products or entering the space. It's just so critically important to know and stand behind your why.
All right, another supply side talk in the books. Always a good time sharing the stage with my buddy Josh Shaw. Now I'm going to the expo. I don't think you're coming to the expo, right? You got to get back to Chicago. Peace.
Yeah, I got that work. I'm why baby mamas leave. I'm why baby fathers kirk. Maybach music. Yeah, made it.
It's game time.
What are you wearing? It's game time, bro.
Hope you grab the box.
Grab the box. I'm right behind you, don't worry.
It's game time!
Oh, hey, Dan.
Look at the calves on this guy.
Wow. Why are you dressed like that?
Come on, epic day.
I'm mad at you. Like, why wouldn't you put me against him for one-on-one?
Because I'd smoke you.
Oh, no.
He actually
now we're
yesterday, dude. He said he could actually beat anybody in the office.
Not everyone, just you.
Well, now me too.
Come on, look at those calves. You had pops. Now I can touch that.
We got here. First mail time in
Yeah, this is so weird. We haven't done
mail
this.
time of the season.
Forget the season for a second. When's the last time we actually had real mail time?
An authentic mail time with Ricky.
So
this is a special one.
It is a special one.
Hey, real quick, before we open these, big congratulations to you for Lola winning Dog of the Month at your apartment complex.
Thank you, man. I'm proud of you all. I wanted to congratulate me for the one-on-one win, but that really wasn't much of a win.
You won. You won. I mean, well, look, the ball was flat. We were playing on a really crappy hoop in my apartment's racquetball court, which I know, like, Holden did a great job, like, kind of shooting, so you didn't really get the sense of that. We won versus. Let's go. Oh, come on!
Just go bring a hobo back. Shout out chicken, getting chicken like my Northeast homie Fats. Who that is she fool with? He don't do it the same, baby.
Excuses.
Want me to be real with you for a second?
Hey,
literally in a 5-minute span, I found us artist bands for EDC, ordered a helicopter to EDC, and got a basketball Instacarter to shoot the clip. So I'm sorry the ball was flat, Ricky.
What a flex.
Subtle flex. Here we go. Should we start with the good guys or the bad guys?
Ghost, Space Jam, Toon Squad.
Toon Squad.
A little Monstars in the building. Catch you later, Nerdlux. Monsters are here.
This one's actually crazy that it's coming to life.
To date ourselves for a sec, right? November 10th, 25th anniversary of Space Jam, the original film. I actually saw the movie in the theater with my grandfather, actually.
You're like 30 around that time, right?
Thanks, man. Just the opportunity, we've talked about this with Oreo, talked about this with everything, all the collabs we've done, but like the opportunity to collab with like some of these things that we grew up, like loving is crazy, humbling, hits you right in the feels. I mean, Lola Bunny was my first love.
The heartthrob of the hoops, Lola Bunny.
Straight up.
Okay.
I was 10 years old. I'm like, damn, she's got game.
This feels like a confessional. I feel like I shouldn't be here. What's crazy about this one is they actually reached out to us.
Yeah.
It took a little while to get everything kind of baked on this, and we've been working on the collab, the products, the flavors, the creative, and everything for a while. But
And I think when you just think about the story, like personal stories and connection aside, think about the Ghost story with Space Jam as well. If we go back in time a little bit, right, it's been all over our personal Instagrams as like a source of inspiration for years. Obviously, way back in the day, I wish we still had a tub. Maybe we do. We actually hand stickered 50 tubs, like Ghost secret stuff, like obviously inspired. Yeah, and we were hand stickering them and just sent them out to friends and fam. We were a brand new company. We're like, yo, this is cool. New products coming. Besides, like, kind of at that point, I think we only had like Legend, Amino, Way, did Ghost size, and that. So like that was one thing. And then I think on my story too, Instagram, I posted this thing like on a plane, like washing it when I was like kind of going through like some white pages with Ghost Pump. I mean, it's just been a like part of the fabric of Ghost. So to finally be able to do this,
greatest movies of all time.
Yeah.
Favorite Looney Tunes character?
I would probably have to go Bugs.
Mine's Marvin the Martians.
Yeah.
The coolest part of the collab came to life really, really cool. Obviously the label creative and a lot of the content that we put out is awesome. But I think one of the most unique things about this collab is that these are two entirely different pre-workout experiences.
Yeah, because the Monstars were bigger, right? And I think we tried to evoke, like, it was really cool to have full creative license what we want to do from a flavor perspective, what we want to do from a formula perspective. So with Toon Squad, I know in the flavors, the questions that we're getting right now online about flavors and stuff. So Toon Squad was inspired, you know, by a super nostalgic, like Saturday morning cartoon beverage. A little bit of an orange tinge in there, that's all I'll say. And then I think with Monstars, we were super inspired, obviously, by kind of the green of you know, one of the Monstars, and it's like, what kind of nostalgic flavors can we put together? So we ended up with a fruit limeade type twist, and that's all I'll say on that front. So you kind of leave the rest to imagination. But from a formula perspective, we also got to have some fun. Toon Squad is Legend V2 Global Edition, so everything's consistent with Legend V2 that's already out, but instead of having roll feel like we have in the US normally, there's Neurofactor, which is what we have kind of in some of the other global regions around the world. Monstars is really a completely new product. So I think building off, you know, some of the feedback and you know, what's been out there from like a more hardcore version of Legend, like the CGV4. It's got 6 grams fully yield citrulline from pure vegan fermented L-citrulline and also NO3 citrulline nitrate. It's got your full 3.2 grams beta-alanine, full clinically studied dose, 2.5 grams of betaine, got your 50 mg clinical dose of Synactive. And then on the kind of focus energy front, 2 grams of tyrosine, 600 mg of alpha GPC, which is absolutely stacked. Caffeine, 350.
Real punch in the face. That's a real
of anhydrous too, so not even natural. So of caffeine anhydrous, 350, 100 mg of theobromine, and then 60 mg of citrus aurantium contains synephrine, 50%, so 30 mg of synephrine. So from a stimulant and focus perspective, this is the most powerful pre we've made yet. And I'm really excited for people to try it. We get to have a lot of fun with these limited editions and kind of test out different concepts. And again, I'm always listening to everyone's feedback, you know, at home, all legends out there. So I'm pumped. Both of these are awesome.
But that's not all.
All right, Toon Squad, Monstars Inspo, obviously with the 2 shakers. Those will be dropping on the 10th as well, limited dish.
For the first time, I feel like we've done an all-encompassing collaboration. Hey, Dalchero!
Hey!
Some things here for you.
The Space Jam hoodies. Giant Space Jam logo on the back. Ghost basketball tight down the sleeve.
This is fire.
Lots of different tees emerged. Then like you got your classic.
Yeah, the Ghost logo, Marissa, that you crushed. This is awesome.
Little basketball jersey, huh?
Yeah,
Ghost,
complete without doing it.
Space Jam heat, Ricky. Toon Squad's heat.
I would crush you in one-on-one. In Space Jam, where they like take one of the Looney Tunes and like use them as a basketball, that would be me and you.
Spin.
Can you believe it?
It was such like, I don't know, an awesome experience to work with the team at Warner Brothers and just, I don't know, just the freedom that they gave us to kind of do our thing and riff on. Again, something that's been a part of our lives for 25 years. Pretty cool.
I also think this is like literally the most fun as a company that we've had working on a product drop since we started this brand. And everybody touched it too, which was cool.
That's all, legends!